Hello, Louisiana Whiskey Reviews. This is a new one for us, at least.
Johnnie Walker Rye. It ain't new for me. Johnnie Walker High Rye. That says rich rounded blend of whiskeys crafted from rye, barley, and wheat married, so they have in a three-way, with the finest single malts. All right.
That's a common combination. Barley malt.
It says you should.
Rye and wheat.
Well, it says married. There's only 2 people get married, not 3. Nose is sweet wood spice, fresh cut fruit, creamy vanilla. Taste, green apple, rich toffee as opposed to coffee. Dried clove. The finish is dry rye spice. Okay. So this is coming at 90 proof. You get a whopping 110 calories for a 0.7 ounce, so just a half a shot. We all know a shot is an ounce and a half.
So it's 60% rye. And it's a rather new product.
I don't know why they put that down there, like 110 calories for a 0.7. When everyone knows that a shot is an ounce and a half, not a 0.7. So I'm going to stop?
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's like 2 ounces.
So, just like all the other whiskey companies, they're introducing new things all the time, try to keep up with everybody. And rye whiskey has a following, not a
It does
huge
have
one.
a following.
Not
It
huge.
has a different flavor profile than your corn whiskeys.
It's minty.
That's debatable.
I find rye is minty and spicy. It's like,
It is definitely spicy, but the mint kind of, I don't know. Sometimes it's a little mentholated.
yeah, menthol, yeah. So
Which
they
in some Scotch whiskeys you'll get that anyway.
might have a high rye. Now,
They could.
now the appearance is amber, clear as a bell. These are very special whiskey glasses, folks. If you buy these whiskey glasses, you get free yogurt with them.
That is right. And that's why I kept them, because I was like, man, these kids make some little neat little sipping. You know, they kind of look like that one that you get all the time, knock over and you break it, cost you. What's that
Oh, the
one called?
Glencairn?
The Glencairn.
Well, those are more tulip shaped, but yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, it is kind of like a half of an hourglass, isn't it? Kind of like what the Glencairn is, half of an hourglass.
Well, it's concave, so it's supposed to bring all the smell toward your nose, you know, like a little funnel. Oh, wow.
Bro,
man.
that just smells like smoke and mirrors to me.
Oh, wow. Man. Well, they're only $9 a bottle. I mean, $9 a glass.
Yeah, drink the Kool-Aid.
Or the flavor aid. All right, so it smells nice. Smells minty, rye. Kind of reminds me of the Jim Beam rye.
These are the best whiskey glasses ever because they didn't cost me a penny.
Wait, I get it. You only paid for the yogurt. All right, taste.
No, it's got a good lip on it too. I mean, why would you not? If y'all know the yogurt that makes the glass containers, keep them. They make really great whiskey glasses.
Chobani?
No. You or whatever it is, we or something like that.
Wheat. It's French. Okay.
You or we or something like that.
Us, them, they.
It's good. It's strong. Ooh, 90. It's peppery.
Get peppery, spice, mint, bread.
It's a little confusing though, because it's like I'm drinking a rye, and then I'm like, well, where is my Scotch at? Like, where's the Scotch? You're tasting Scotch. You taste smoke and peat.
Oh, that's a type of Scotch.
Okay.
This is a rye whiskey from Scotland.
What's the percentage of rye whiskey in it?
60%.
What's the other 40%?
Barley malt and wheat.
So you're saying that this is not Scotch at all? That's what you just said.
It says rye whiskey from Scotland.
Prior to saying it was 60%, you said you called this just Scotch.
No, it says rye whiskey from Scotland.
There's no Scotch in this.
I don't think you know what Scotch is.
Blended Scotch whiskey.
Scotch whiskey is any whiskey made in Scotland. You can make it any way you want to make it. It doesn't have to taste like people typically expect it to taste. You know, if you read the if you read the Scotch whiskey regulations, according to the United Kingdom, it just has to have the aroma and flavor generally associated with whiskey. Whiskey. Well, that's, anybody tasting that would think it's some kind of whiskey. They may not know what country. They might think it's Canada, actually.
Wouldn't you expect it to taste like Scotch whiskey? It's from Scotland. Wouldn't it have some aromas and flavors of Scotch whiskey?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to explain. There is no such thing as tasting like Scotch whiskey. All right. Now.
Oh.
It might not taste like what you would typically associate with Scotch whiskey.
What would you say Macallan's taste like?
The typical expectation, or even that McCormick is the typical expectation. This is an atypical Scotch whiskey. That's why they call it high rye. They're usually not made this way, but Johnnie Walker is saying, we're going to do something different, and they did, and it's a real winner. This could be confused with a Kentucky rye, Jim Beam or Jack Daniel's Tennessee. That's a Tennessee rye.
I would think that you would expect to taste some kind of a Scotchness on this.
No.
Okay.
No.
So
it does not taste like that.
Moving on.
It doesn't taste like what you're talking about.
Moving on. Green apple, rich toffee, dried clove.
Yeah.
You taste that?
I mean, not really, but
Nope.
they never really taste like the descriptions. And
Never?
well, not
Never?
often. Not often. Rarely.
Somebody's had a little too much pre-game. The finish.
Yeah, well,
the
then you
finish.
need to cool it next time.
The finish. The finish is dry rye spice. See what happens when somebody wears a ball cap backwards? All of a sudden they get beer muscles. Dry rye spice is the finish.
I'll go along with that. It is dry and it is rye and spicy. I think this is comparable to, like I just said, Jack Daniel's Tennessee rye and the Jim Beam rye, but except you got to pay a lot more.
The first time I tried this, I wasn't getting the vanilla. I actually made a statement on that and hang out, so I wasn't getting vanilla. But now, I'm getting a little creamy vanilla.
Yeah, it's there. I mean, look, I get on some of these whiskey websites and they'll give like 20 different descriptors.
Thirsty?
Yeah. No, but I mean, you know, they kind of go overboard, you know, with all that. But do I like it? Sure. Would I buy it again? Not really, because I go through so many different things. Am I glad I bought it? Yeah, and I got a great deal. We may as well tell the people where we got it and what the deal was, because it's gone now. They can't undercut us.
Yeah.
Walmart had it for $19.99, and the regular price is like $35. So
It is.
we did get it for the same price as the Jim Beam and the
Teal.
and the Jack Daniel's.
Yeah.
And then I bought it, and then you were like, "Why you didn't buy me one?" And I was like, "Oh no." And you're like, "Didn't I tell you like 1,000 times to buy one every time you
If
find a
it's
deal?"
obviously a deal, just pick it up. Have I ever told you, no, I don't want it?
No.
Right.
So I think they did a great job with it. I don't know about the $35 because I think you could save a lot of money by getting the Jim Beam. They got the new Jim Beam rye at Total Wine for $15.99.
Why?
That's 80 proof though, so you gotta take that into
Isn't Jim Beam like $10 a bottle?
Well, we're in 2024. We're not in 1994. Yeah.
So where you buying your Jim Beam?
So yeah. I think.
Do you always use Total Wine as a measuring stick for prices?
They're a good measuring stick because they usually undercut everybody by $1.
You know what? You really lost it, because last time I was there, their prices were so high, I walked away and didn't buy anything.
No, I didn't find that.
Well, I don't know what it is.
Their beer prices are high.
Everything's high. The whiskey prices, the Scotch prices, everything. Tequila prices.
Don't talk about tequila. Don't even bring up tequila.
Everything's high.
Everybody's tequila prices are high.
Remember we found that mezcal? And it went up $8 the last
in a week.
Yeah, in a week. Yeah, it's like what?
No, but I like it a lot on its own. Not if we let's say we don't talk about price. It's a good A product. It's a most excellent high rye whiskey. I give it a 94. Most excellent product. But if you do consider a price, that's a problem, because is it really better than the Jim Beam pre-Prohibition rye 90 proof, or the Jack Daniel's Tennessee rye, which is 90 proof, and they're at least $10 cheaper? No, I say no, it's not better.
You can't find Jack Daniel's rye anymore.
Some people are saying it's discontinued. It might be, but they still have it on their website, so that's kind of weird. But anyway, they might be phasing it out. But anyway, I don't know how you score this.
I'm gonna give it a B, just a straight up B. It's missing some of the classic Scotch flavor notes that I'm used to tasting. I feel like the high rye has taken over that, since rye is such a predominant pepper note, and it also gives an unfamiliar. See, I'm looking at it from a different aspect than you did. You sat there and you toted about, oh, it only needs to be made. It only needs to be made. But I don't believe that. No, not at all. I believe that every style should have a style. Every style should have that flavor, and every style should follow an order on how to make it. Not just, well, it's made here and that's the way it is.
But Scotland is not a style. Scotland is literally a country.
Slow down, cowboy. Scotch whiskies come in 5 different styles out of Scotland. And if you don't believe me, you need to do a little research.
Well,
there's Highlands, there's Lowlands, there's Speyside, there's Islas. Come on.
But that's not a law. That's not a law. That's a custom.
I am not talking law, lawyer man. I was talking about how this is what I expected to get out of it as a Scotch whiskey with high rye. High rye has taken over everything that I was expecting to get out of. It doesn't melge well.
I totally get that, but I think it does do very, very well as a rye whiskey. You know, and when I do my taste challenges, it's not going to be in my. This is not going to be in my Scotch whiskey taste challenges. It's not going to be in my blended Scotch taste challenges, because it wouldn't be a challenge. It's going to be in my rye whiskey taste challenges.
Oh, you got a bottle?
I'm the one that bought the bottle when I told you about it, and you were saying, well, I did not buy you a bottle. So I went back to Walmart and bought one.
Oh, okay.
It's funny because they had 12 bottles on the shelf, and in like 2 days they had no bottles on the shelf. So everybody kind of picked up on that $19.99. They're like,
it's because you advertised to the whole world.
I'm pretty sure that was not the reason. But anyway, so you're saying a B?
B.
Okay.
All right. I'm not going to scrutinize how you see things.
Yeah, I'm saying it's an A, 94.
You don't know what he's talking about. This one's had too much pregame, Dawn Busters. Yeah.
That's pretty funny because I never said you didn't know what you were talking about. I just said I didn't agree with you. But I never said you didn't know what you were talking about.
Obviously, I hurt someone's feelings today. I'll have to retract that statement.
You didn't hurt my feelings, but I'm not gonna
make him feel better about himself.
I'm not gonna go along with that.
Convoluted whiskey game here going on here.
All right. Okay. So I'm sorry, folks, but I didn't know this thing was gonna be so controversial. I thought it was gonna be a nice little tasty.
I didn't know you were gonna argue about it. Going across with your argument and all that.
I thought it was gonna be a nice, pleasant, enjoyable tasting, and not all of this. Oh, I like that one too, and you didn't like it that much. Is that better than that? That's arguable. I don't know if it's better than that, actually. I don't know if that's better than that. That's a way better deal. Yeah, never had that, so you could show a lot of bottles. I didn't know I had them, but yeah. Well, yeah, that's nice, I guess. Yeah, when you start bringing in what you got to pay for it, that can cause trouble. You know, that can lead to trouble. And yeah, and that's why we shop for bargains. We're not going to sit there and pretend. We're not going to pretend we don't shop for bargains.
And there's nothing wrong with shopping for bargains.
Oh yeah, that's a bargain.
Sure was. Good stuff too.
So you're doing the orange? No, I don't want that. I'm out. He's telling me you're an alcoholic. I'm gonna drink 10 more whiskeys.
I never called you an alcoholic. I've often said there was a 12-step program for that.
Not directly, but like, you know, heavily indirectly. All right. Well, thanks, folks. I'm saying it's a great product. I don't know about the $35. You're saying it's kind of good, but you wouldn't tell people to go buy it. All right. So,
I wouldn't say I would. Where are these words coming from? Did I say I would?
Okay, we're gonna end the video now. Should the people buy it?
Absolutely, it's good. That's why I gave it a B.
All right.
It just doesn't meet my expectations of where I think it should be.
So I'm saying 94. You're saying what, like 84?
Yeah, like 84, 85. How's that?
I don't know. To me, that's like a terrible score.
You give everything an A.
Oh,
You
no.
don't believe me? Check them reviews.
Oh no, I've run across some dogs in the last month. All right,
Oh yeah,
thanks,
you give
folks.
hobo stuff today.